Hey guys, it's me. Just want to make a super quick video to inspire you, especially if you're one of those that put yourself on a time crunch and the 3D did not conform for the holidays or whatever time you set on your manifestation. So if you're interested in getting a little bit pepped up, then you're going to want to stay tuned. Hello everybody and welcome to another rousing episode of Spill the Tea Tuesday. My name is Flossie and you know that I'm the funniest, wittiest mindset coach as well as your OG Hype Your Rampage Queen here on YouTube. If you are wanting to do a workshop crash course with me and Nikki, links will be in the description box below. We've got those starting soon. A lot of people saw not only movement but their full manifestation from this workshop that we did for the SP1. We're going to do an SP1 and a money one, both on the same day. So you are going to want to check that out. Anyway, my calendar, this says F-U-C-K as in fuck. Fuck this calendar for falling the fuck apart like the last one did. Oops. But anyway, fuck the 3D reality. When people say la fucking V, you know what I think about that? I think you're in victim mode, bro, because you can literally be, do, have anything that you want. This says there went the damn resolutions, you know? Yeah, more victim mentality mode. We're gonna put that shit where? Let me grab it. Straight in the trash where it belongs. Why? Because that bitch is always hungry for your bullshit. So without any further delay, I just wanted to make a quick video to remind those of you especially who put yourself on a time crunch and did not see your 3D reality conform at the time that you set, that doesn't mean that you can't be, do, have anything that you want or that you're not going to get what you want. A lot of times when that happens, it's because people put a lot of pressure on themselves in order to perform by a certain time, or they started giving into anxious behaviors and they were looking under every rock for their manifestation. And you know what? When that happens, you can cause your own unintentional delay. So it's time for you guys to step back into your powers, the operant powers of your reality, because your 3D is literally an illusion, a partial illusion at best, that is controllable by you. You change your thoughts and the 3D reality must conform. If your 3D reality was absolute hardcore facts, it wouldn't be able to change by changing your thoughts. I have personally, in my own 3D reality, not only seen or experienced things that could not be explained by anything but manifestation, like I know I've given examples before, but I've talked about in videos where I was doing a research paper and I wanted a research article to be in a different spot and it literally moved. What? Right in front of my face. Yes, I think electronics are some of the easiest things to manipulate personally or to manifest to change because we don't have a ton of resistance to that. Having said that, moving forward, you know, the 3D is at best a partial illusion that's changeable by you, because if it was absolute, again, hardcore fucking facts, we wouldn't be able to change it by changing our thoughts. I have had a thought basically pop in my head and I said it as the same time as it popped in my head, or I texted it to a friend just to literally have my 3D conform instantly. I would just say something I wanted to do and guess what? It would show up. Or I would be experiencing something in my 3D reality that was unpleasant. And so what? I would go ahead and revise on the spot. And guess what? My 3D reality would conform pretty much instantly. We don't have to have our manifestations take forever. We're literally the operant power of our reality. Our entire reality is based on our dominant thoughts and topic on the subject of everything, including ourselves, how we manifest, how our 3D reality works, which is why I try to tell people to, you know, not make their manifestations conditional, not try to have things or hoops or whatever that they think that people must jump through in order for them to get their shit. Why? Because you, as I'll link the video here, can be the exception to every rule. You can be the exception to the rule, because why? You are literally the one that has the free will to choose your thoughts that everyone and everything must conform to. So if you haven't ever seen it, watch my video about stepping into your power, because you know, when you start to form the assumptions that you're a perfect expert manifestor who always gets what they want, and either your life is always working out for you or everything in your life is perfect, whatever floats your boat, then you're going to find that everything in your 3D just starts rapidly conforming to what you want without you even affirming for it. Why? Because when you have a strong assumption that you are this perfect expert manifestor who's always getting what they want, you're always going to get what you want. Or you're going to find that things are magically working out for you. Why? Because you're affirming everything's working out for you. Or maybe you're one of those that likes to affirm everything in your life is perfect. And so therefore you're going to see everything in your life being perfect. You literally living your dream life, your best life. You know, a lot of times I think a lot of coaches out there, and if you've never seen any of my videos about some of the flippity flop other coaches talk about, which I have a good topic for that coming up soon. Maybe you see my playlist here about the bullshit that other coaches try to tell people. Many people try to overcomplicate manifestation because they don't fully understand what it is. Manifestation at its core is very simple. Your dominant thought on any topic or concept, including yourself, people, money, jobs, what you look like, all those things. Your dominant thought is what you literally experience. It's what your 3D reality conforms to. You change that thought and your 3D reality must conform. Now, there's all sorts of different ways that we can explain things. There's all sorts of different terms we can use, but basically at its core, manifestation is super, super simple. Your dominant thought on a topic, what you choose to assume, is ultimately what you're experiencing. And it's what you're going to experience. Change that thought, change that dominant thought on that topic, and guess what? The 3D reality has to conform. It's spiritual law. It doesn't matter what it is. I've had clients manifest things that some people would think is outrageous. I've had people manifest things that others would call a miracle. If you don't remember, maybe watch my video here about that there's no coincidences, there's no miracles. Everything is literally manifestation. It is all manifestation. Everything is a manifestation. So that miracle was a manifestation. That coincidence, manifestation. When you have a thought of a preference and it instantly shows up, not a coincidence, manifestation. Start keeping track of some of those things so that you can step into your power more as an operant power. I do care about your guys' feelings, but setting that aside, I don't give a fuck what anybody in the 3D tells you. I don't give a fuck about any circumstance. I don't care what comes out of someone's mouth, an SP's mouth. I don't care how many people have told you no. I don't care how many people have told you that never happens. That's impossible. It is not impossible for you. As the operant power of your reality, it's literally not impossible for you. I have personally just had things, that I've experienced that would seem crazy. Some things I probably wouldn't even publicly put on YouTube, because I guarantee you that if I knew nothing about manifestation and I had someone that I was taking care of in my, my other, life outside of being a manifestation coach tell me some of the things that I've experienced, I would think they're delusional or hallucinating. But I know that I'm not. Why? Because I know that I have all my faculties and I know what manifestation is. And so I know when things happen in my 3D reality that it was because, if I think of something and I literally have a result happen, that's not me being crazy. That's literally just manifesting. And so manifestation is a real thing. And you can literally manifest anything that you want. I've seen complete changes in people. I've seen someone turn from a Chewbacca to the dude or chick from 50 Shades of Grey just by changing my thought. I've seen it literally happen in an instant, because you can. There's sometimes people in my 3D reality that I didn't really prefer, and guess what? Before I knew it, they were going away. And once the first one left, so did a couple other few that I didn't really prefer. You know what? Don't give two fucks. Glad that I don't deal with them anymore. Your 3D reality can be shaped into anything that you want. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care who. I have written one of Nikki's infamous FU letters, followed up by my command letter to various people in my 3D reality, people I haven't even met. And even they have conformed to what I chose to write as what was going to be my dominant thought and assumption, what I put in the command letter. Guess what? They did it. Writing about someone that I think is hiding something from me, or, I'm having, I just know that, sometimes you just kind of like to have a feeling someone's lying to you. But I write the FU letter and command letter, and guess what? Then they're confessing all sorts of their things to me. Isn't that fabulous? Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. You can literally do the same thing. SP's being a jerk, write a FU letter and command letter. See how quickly they snap into line. You don't like something in your 3D reality? Write it, the FU letter, command letter combination. Start affirming. Affirm for what you want. Think as if you have what you want. Your 3D reality must conform. You are literally powerful as fuck. And I see all you guys giving your damn power away. Why would you give your power away? That is sheer ridiculousness. It would be like, if you had $1 million, just giving, $1 million away. No, why would you do that? When you have your power and you have stepped into your power, not only will you feel confident, not only will you start to be like, yeah, I can have anything that I want. You will see your 3D reality conforming to your whim like magic. And the things that you have more resistance to, you would just continue to affirm and persist for, but they will seem to, conform and come together much faster than before. And then one day you're going to look back and be like, why the fuck was I giving my power away? Why did I not choose to step into my power? Why did I cause myself my own suffering and my own unintentional delays by, looking for evidence, being anxious, reacting, spiraling, and just not choosing to affirm and persist, by not choosing to stick to the story that I wanted to tell myself and not do the mental conditioning in order to have my 3D reality conform to what I want? Because I think that there's all a moment when people really start to step in their power and start to master manifesting and really start to subscribe to the notion that they can be to have anything they want, and they see their 3D reality just conforming as quick as they can snap their finger. They're like, why did I make this take so long for me? Why did I continue what felt like eons worth of suffering and difficulty and not having what I wanted when I literally could have just got my shit together and had it? I'm not going to say that all my days have been easy. I try to be pretty transparent, especially like in the VIP group where I can speak a little bit more freely because it's, it's a private group and it's not necessarily here publicly, because I don't put everything that I've ever experienced out here publicly. And a lot of people don't. Why? Because we like to have some sort of private life and privacy. But, I do talk about some different things in some of the groups or with one-on-one clients. And I try to be pretty transparent even on here. I have spiraled. I have suffered. I have struggled. I have doubted my power. I have wavered. I have gone back and forth. I've struggled sometimes to create a story that would work for me. Everybody's been there at one point or another. If someone tells you that they've never had an issue ever, that they've never cried about a manifestation or had their feelings hurt or, realized that they manifested something they didn't prefer, they are probably fucking lying to you. Lying to you, because I think every one of us at one point on our journey has experienced something that they would have considered unpleasant. Or, a learning experience and something that helped them to grow as a manifestor. Even I, as a coach, has still sometimes forgotten to remember that I'm a master at manifesting and I just need to revise on the spot. There are some times it has happened to me because I was too involved with what has been going on in my 3D reality. We all have done it. We all go through it. I still use the tools. I try to use them preemptively, meaning I try to use them before I'm upset, before I'm spiraling, and before the shit's hitting the fan, because I want to have, my best life. I want to live my best life. Just like all of you can. I can have my best life. You can have your best life. It's time for you to go get your best life. It's time for you to start really affirming and persisting for what you want. It's time for you to say, you know what? I am sick and tired of this bullshit that I've manifested for myself, and I am no longer going to subscribe to this 3D. In fact, I will now reject this 3D from now on. What doesn't serve me, I'm rejecting. I will no longer accept it. I'm going to put my hand up and put my almighty foot down as I upper empower my reality, and I am not going to stand for it anymore. Don't stand for it anymore. I've manifested some really great things in my life, and I unintentionally manifested some negative things or things that weren't preferred. And I would say that I enjoy much more being a master manifesting and watching my life conform to what I want versus not having it conform. Or versus, sitting in a victim mentality mode. Get out of your victim mentality mode and just decide that you're going to have what you want. So don't worry if something didn't come on a time crunch, because that doesn't mean you're not going to get your manifestation. It just means maybe there was an unintentional delay, or, maybe you just need to affirm and persist a little bit longer. Maybe your dominant thought hadn't changed enough yet, or maybe you had an assumption about how it needs to unfold. And I would put that shit in the trash too. Don't try to control the how. Just stay focused that you have what you want as if you already have it. You and SP are together. You have your money. You have your dream job. You have your dream career. Your business is flourishing. Your health is perfect. You look better than you ever have. You're, exceptionally attractive, intelligent, amazing. Everybody loves you. Everybody treats you with love and respect. Whatever that it is that you want, you're feeling confident and powerful at all times. You have it. It's yours. It belongs to you. Start claiming it now. It's yours. You just need to become the version of you that has it. If you have the desire, creation is already finished. You just need to become the version of you that already has it. And you do that by changing your dominant thought on the topic. It is literally that simple. So if you have questions or, are confused about manifestation, watch some of my Manifestation 101 videos. I have a lot of videos that are about the basics. If you have not seen the podcast that Nikki and I do called The Assumption Effect, where two coaches are just talking different topics about manifestation, maybe check that out. It's on not only on YouTube, it's also on Spotify. It's called The Assumption Effect. But of course, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always drop them below. And if you have a topic idea that you'd like to see two coaches, Nikki and myself, discuss in a non-scripted back and forth conversation about manifestation that could help deepen your understanding of manifestation and plus maybe amuse you as well, feel free to drop those, because we always love video ideas, just like I always love video ideas too. So always check out the video ideas, because a lot of times whatever you guys need or want to talk about is maybe something that someone hasn't heard before, or no one's talking about it with any level of clarity. There's a lot of things that I think is misunderstood, misconstrued, and there's a lot of information out there that's just not really accurate. A lot of limiting assumptions that people teach. Don't limit yourself. You're literally limitless. Why would you limit you? I don't. So neither should anyone else. Okay? Step in that power. You can do it. And until next week, I'll talk to you later. Bye.